Yo, this is the Big Green Dow coming together moment. This is Unstoppable Growth is the theme for our event. It's the annual, right? So we're coming all together from across the country, and we're settling down here in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. I'm Staff Sergeant Mac, and I have two amazing guests that I had the privilege to meet, and they're a part of the Dow. Please introduce yourselves.
Aloha mai kākou o wau o Uilani Pieper no Hawaii mai au. I am Uilani Pieper. I'm from the island of Oahu, the state of Hawaii, and I'm excited to be here.
Aloha mai kākou. My name is Charles Cravalho, also from Hawaii, Big Island to be exact. Mahalo nui.
Tell me a little bit about your organizations.
All right, we started Hanai Kaiaulu. It is in the Hawaiian language. Hanai means to care for, nurture. Kaiaulu is community. But Kaiaulu also means the name of our wind in our community, and it's more of a circular wind. And it kind of goes with what we do, circular economy, with recycling. We pretty much recycle, shred cardboard into mulch for farmers. The term we use is ho'i ho'i, returning aina to aina. So we need to return land back to land. And I am fluent in the Hawaiian language. Charles is learning, but we focus with the Native Hawaiian youth and maybe front-loading a lot of vocabulary through the work that we do.
That is dope. Like that, it's central to hold on to language.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more meaningful when they're putting that visual together with what they're doing with their hands.
Okay. So I'm seeing the concept. So if I was living on the Big Island, I was like, yo, I got a big old stack of cardboards, and I come to your composting area. What happens? Like, I give you the cardboard, and then I'm like, yo, have a good day, or does something happen there in that exchange?
So through Sustainable Saturdays that we hold once a month, that's specifically on Oahu, on the Big Island. We do have it from time to time, but through Sustainable Saturdays, we do collect the community's cardboard. And from there, in exchange for the community's cardboard, we put together a CSA box full of fresh produce from our local participating farmers. And what we do with the community's cardboard is we have our students, because we do work at high schools, so we do work with the youth, and they shred the cardboard, and we give it to the local farmers as well.
Okay. How many schools do you work with on the Big Island?
So currently, we've been working with two schools, Keahiolalo and Waikea High School is where I work at. Okay.
That's cool. What are the kids thinking, like, when they're getting involved with you guys and doing this work and like learning about the cultural aspect, and then like the work that they do? Like, what can you give me a couple of testimonies of that experience with your students? Something that like just sticks out from both of you.
Right. So there's a few proverbs that I teach within teaching about cardboard shredding, because really that's I don't know, can I say that? That's a white term.
Yes, you could.
Cardboard shredding. When I say composting or mycelium, I lose them. But when I say taking care of Papahana Moku, taking care of Wakea, and in English terms would be Mother Earth and Sky Father, but they know those two people, and we need to look at their relationship in order for us to continue living here. Because without their relationship, Papa and Wakea, or Mother Earth and Sky Father, we can't grow any food. We can't live. We don't have any clean oxygen. So how do we create that in the Hawaiian culture, or in the mo'olelo, the stories that we share? Because our culture was passed down through oral history, it says that Papahana Moku, she dances hula on the earth for Wakea, and she still continues to dance for him. So how can she capture his eyes, continue to capture his eyes with like plastic on her, with weeds and with no food and no growth and no life? So we mulch her, we protect her, we put compost down, and that is how the students understand that is your kuleana, or your responsibility, right? Our greatest responsibility is to be a good ancestor.
Kuleana?
Kuleana, yeah.
Ooh, responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility. So it is an expectation of our ancestors to take care of the land, to take care of the aina. So it's not a community service event. It's not like 2 hours. It's not a 1 hour weekend thing. It's forever. That's your kuleana to your ancestors, to your kupuna, to the land you live, your community, and to each other, to Kanaka.
What inspired you to get into this work? I gotta know.
Well, for me, it's just uplifting the youth, our community, trying to grow leaders with our next generation because, for us adults, our time is done. And it's time for the next generation to step up. And, it really gives us a real fulfilling, feeling inside that, the type of work we do for the community through sustainability, through, processing the cardboard and diverting waste, just teaching the kids, the next generation, the right thing to do or the pono thing to do.
So in going through, I'm a youth on the Big Island, and I'm going through your program. Does that help me getting the experience, learning how to work with the composting and work with cardboard, and then having opportunities to work with agro folks on the Big Island? Is there employment opportunities there, as they gain that knowledge when they come out on the other end of your programming?
There's many opportunities for natural resource career pathways in Hawaii, but every 3 minutes someone's moving off. Due to gentrification,
moving off the
island.
Okay.
And living, I'm sure you know that there's a 9th island,
Mm-hmm.
and they call it Las Vegas, because that's where all the Hawaiians have been moving to.
Really?
Yeah. So every 3 minutes, someone
And
is
what's the
moving
name
off.
of the island?
Las Vegas.
It is not.
Yes.
It is not Las Vegas.
Yes, Las Vegas is considered the 9th island because a lot of Native Hawaiians are moving there.
To Las Vegas.
It's cheap.
As in where the Las Vegas Raiders are.
Yes. It's, food's cheap, housing's cheap. A lot of people, gentrification is just happening everywhere in Hawaii. It is, the people that's coming there is changing the fabric of the Native Hawaiian community. So there's not enough homes for Native people
That just made me, that blows me. It shouldn't blow me away, but it does, because here we are, and all this madness is still continuing to happen. And then with natural disasters, how that also speeds up that gentrification. Because was there not a fire? I want to say there was a devastating fire in Hawaii last year.
Yeah, that was on Maui, on another island. And we did have family there as well. But that it's just happening everywhere. In our community, in my community on Oahu, we have the highest rates of unemployment, the highest rates of homelessness and drug addiction and mental illness in our community. So a lot of people can't. They just can't afford to live there.
Yeah,
they can't afford to live there, so they're living on the beaches. If not, they are moving off island. So there's a lot of jobs. For me, for students, they don't realize pig hunting, you do that on the weekends because you think that's a hobby and they're going to hunt pig for their family. But that's a job.
Yeah.
That's a job in Hawaii.
You get paid
with
for
the
that.
The DLNR, the Department of Land and Natural Resources, you can get paid to set traps. You can get paid to watch cats in our bird sanctuary over at Kaiaulu. So there's a lot of jobs within the natural resource careers that I want my students and Charles's school too to know that, hey, there's jobs here. It's not only a hobby. There's Department of Aquatics. There's NOAA. We want Kanaka kids. When I say Kanaka, that means Hawaiian, Native Hawaiian, because they come with the history and they come with the language and they come with the kuleana of the job. That's your kuleana to take care of the aina, to the land, the people, and continue the culture that our ancestors left us, right? It's paradise.
Yeah.
It's paradise, and a lot of tourists come and they just want to extract.
Yeah, and
why don't you input?
Yeah.
Yes, they just extract the beauty, extract. But how about you input? How about you come and help us at the farm?
Yeah.
How about you launch these 100 seed balls on the highways, please? Help us.
Seed balls.
Seed
Go
balls.
into you're just saying, you're blowing my mind over here, okay? Seed balls, what are they?
Seed bombs. Some
What is that
native.
about?
We've been starting. They've been reforesting forests in
And they're
China
called
and
seed
Bali.
bombs.
Yes, it's a small seed clay ball
So it's just cram packed with seeds.
with clay and some bokashi and some organisms and some things that keep it healthy and alive
Okay.
until the monsoon time.
And then
And
as
soon
the
rain.
monsoon comes,
Yep,
it melts
yep,
kind of, and
right.
then it just rolls into the...
They are launching millions of them on through helicopters in other parts of the country,
Okay.
in the world. And when I seen that, I'm like, let's get these Hawaiian kids
Seed
start
bomb-
throwing them
seed
off the
bombing them, yeah.
cars on the highways and freeways, right?
That'd be fresh. Okay.
Let's see what
All right.
happens,
See, this
right.
is like, you're taking me on a trip. I don't know if I told y'all this, but when I was joining the military, they had this, this is so corny. They had this commercial about this particular MOS job that the military had where, you have this opportunity to go to Hawaii and survey and da-da-da. I was like, oh man, like this is fresh. I want to do that. Never got to the island, never got out to Hawaii. I've always wanted to touch the sand there, the dirt, the y'all's real dirt, the red clay sand dirt that's there on the Hawaiian island, and I wanted to like smell what a rainforest like smells like. I've never got to experience that, and that's always been in my mind when it comes to Hawaii, like what that would feel like and what that would look like. Because like to me, that is paradise, and I've never got to experience that. The closest thing I guess to Hawaii is like maybe Florida. But that's not even close to what's going on out on the island with you. It's a totally different climate. It's not a part of the main island or the mainland. It's its own space. I have so many questions like just pumping in my head right now about it. A big part of that is like culture and the stress that comes with you guys. Like you're working in this industry, like you see the systems that have been set to take over that island and for folks to lose their culture, to lose your language. And like the youth are like, I'm going to Vegas. Like, and if they have that in their mind, like what does the future of your island look like?
The future of our island is, I think, instilled in the generational knowledge as well. People want to focus on generational trauma and what's happened there, but we also have generational strength and generational wisdom, and that is within the people that still continue the language and culture. So teachers are important, right? Teachers are Kumu in Hawaiian language, and Kumu also means like like a tree or like a knowledge source, right? The tree is rooted deep in culture, right? And we focus our students or our nonprofit specifically in Hawaiian language and culture through sustainability, right? Through those actions. But it really is culture connection is addiction prevention. So culture connection is suicide prevention. And I look at those numbers and I look at SEL and how COVID had just everybody's self-isolating themselves and not talking, not able to articulate their words and be face-to-face, like aloha he alo. That's what aloha says. Aloha means your face, alo. Ha is your breath or the breath of life. So when you aloha someone, we're in each other's presence. Our breath is in each other's presence. So aloha.
That's deep. I didn't even know that. I had no clue about that. That is fresh. So I gotta ask. You've been here at this DAO event for Big Green. The connections that you made. Do you see like a possibility of like collaboration? And do you think that this idea, the DAO, can it help you like just amplify what you're doing already, and then give that possibility of like creating something new that would transform what you're doing already?
I want to say from the start to the finish, I mean, from the beginning at the mixer on Monday evening, I mean, we've been meeting people off the bat and really networking, and being around like-minded individuals like ourselves is so uplifting. And to hear all the speakers, their testimonies, man, truly inspiring. And As far as collaboration goes, most definitely, because we've made many connections here, and we definitely see ourselves, linked to Big Green DAO and just continuing to elevate and push forward through all of this. Yeah.
That's dope, man. Like I would like to know from you both, like what challenge do you see that you whatever's facing you on your island, and how you can leverage the DAO to accomplish that mission?
I think I love the whole 3 days. It was just amazing. And working in the nonprofit sector, you go through grants and then it says a no. And then you look in your email, it's a no, it's a no, it's a no. And then, your cup is running out of water. And then you come to these events and it just refills you, so we're ready to get back. But there was talk about depth and width and where do we want this to go. We met up some people with on island people, because we have the same strengths and struggles, right? Like Puerto Rico. We met someone here from New York, but she does work in Puerto Rico. And it's just amazing on what people are doing in their community and what we're doing and how we can network. We're just super excited for getting back to Hawaii and getting on those emails and getting connected. Yeah, seeing what we can offer, because people didn't really, I guess there was no talk on composting really, but that is where the seed needs to come from to grow first, right? Is the soil.
It's interesting that you say that, because we had quite a few folks talk about composting and soil and like just making sure that nutrient based, like your veggies that you grow have a higher nutrient yield than what you get at the grocery stores, because a lot of that nutrients leaves out of the way. So like I had a gentleman in here not too long ago. He's from New York, but he's down in Texas, and he has a soil-based project that he grows indoors, and it's specific to tailoring the soil itself so your yield of food is extremely high in nutrients. So like he's got like this weird little program thing that he's doing, which is pretty dope, it correlates to what you guys are doing in transforming, these waste products into composting soil. And maybe there's a connection there with that. You know what I mean? Like I got all these ideas are popping off in my head as I sit here and I listen to you guys and like what you want to bring back to your part of the world.
Right. Being on an island, we need to make there's talk on closing the landfill in our community. Well, where is it going to go?
Yeah.
Where is it going to go? Like we're running out of space. The landfill is almost the same size as another mountain, like a real mountain.
Wow.
That's how big
That's
it is.
how big it is?
And a lot of the states, Opala is rubbish. The state's problems, like it's all in our community. So if you look at legacy pollution and the landfill is less than a mile from the ocean, and what is that doing to our aquifer? Yes. So, we work on environmental injustices too. We want to teach the youth that they need to be the voice of their community.
Ooh. Man, I got so many questions now. So, how do you amplify your kids' voices? How do you amplify your community's voice on the island? How can we at the DAO help amplify those voices too?
He's looking at me. Amplifying the students' voices. I think the students do that themselves. So Hanai Kaiaulu means to take care of your community, and that's going to be our ultimate focus, is to your kuleana or your purpose in life, right, is to help or contribute to your community. And how are you doing that? So the students created their own little name, and they call it the Scrappers Union.
The Scrappers.
Scrappers. And West Side, where we live, it's a negative stereotype. It's a negative narrative about Waianae people or Nanakuli people only wanting to fight. Gun violence is there. Telling tourists don't go there because they're all,
because that's the hood.
It's the hood,
yeah.
right? But their focus was to let's change that narrative. We're still down to scrap. We're scrapping your food waste. We're scrapping your newspaper and cardboard. Like, join us. So they want $40,000 My students won $40,000, and they purchased cardboard shredders for all the West Side schools.
That's dope.
Right?
That's
Who's
dope.
gonna talk about true recycling? Who's gonna recycle that money back into their community, and buy shredders for all the community? They understand their kuleana to their peers, to their ohana, to the community. You know, we may be in different towns, but it's the same zip code.
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family, and nobody gets left behind. So when you're ready to come to Hawaii, you have ohana on 2 islands. You just give us a call.
All right. Hey, don't threaten me with a
Give
good
us a
time.
call.
Okay. I'm going to try to get out there however I can.
Come on down, Lacey.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, when we walk into your garden, into your spaces, what is the sign that would be a garden sign in your garden?
For me, it would be grown with love. Simple.
All right, mine would say Aloha lives here.
Aloha lives here. That's fresh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Aloha
That
lives
is dope.
here.
That's fresh. Well, we cannot let this be the last conversation that we have. This is the Power Plant podcast with the Big Green Dow. I'm Staff Sergeant Mac.
Charles,
And U'ilani.
And how can we get in contact with y'all, man? Where do we have to go again? What do we have to
Hawaii.
do?
You have to go to Hawaii.
Well, definitely
No.
got to go to Hawaii.
Just kidding.
There is no doubt about that.
You
But how
can,
can we support
yeah.
you? How can we get involved? How can we amplify your message? How can we amplify the voice of your children?
For sure. You can go to our website, Hanai.Kaiaulu.org. I know it's in Hawaiian language, so he'll probably put it on the bottom of the screen. And or you can reach us. You can reach us at our Instagram at Hanai Kaiaulu. The students take care of that. HANAIKAIULU. HanaiKaiaulu.org.
And we can donate there, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Dope. Well,
Yeah.
again, it has been an honor and a privilege to sit amongst heroes and sheroes like yourselves.
You first.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
We were so grateful. I guess I read the email. I read an email and it said, "Hey, we were looking for people to come out," and I saw the travel stipend, and I'm like, "Dude, we're coming from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Let's jump on this." But really, when you come here, and I met, some indigenous people too from their spaces, it really is our ancestors aligning the stars, right, for us to meet and for us to share our story, because it's important. Being on an island, and how do we get rid of waste, or how do we take care of our farmers? How do we feed people?
How do you get rid of the stigma of
Yeah.
the West Side?
Right.
That BS.
Yeah. Change the narrative. We write our own narrative, right? We
Yes.
create that. We create that for our kids.
Ohana.
For us to ohana.
Oh,
Aloha.
I like that.
Yeah.
Aloha. I'm down. And again, like, I can't thank you enough for coming in and sitting down with us, breaking bread. Don't let this be, I'm not going to let it be the last time we speak. And I definitely want to follow through with your students, and maybe we can do like a trans-Pacific chat online or something.
Hey, I just got one like this for my
You got a
for
roadie?
my gang. Yeah.
You got a roadie out there?
Yeah, they be practicing already.
Then we're gonna
starting
make
with
it happen.
Open mic night.
let's go.
Let's make it happen. Because,
Yeah.
like, I want a competition. We're going to grow pumpkins and stuff over here. Y'all
yes.
can grow all that greatness out there. I know this, y'all cheating, though, because you're down in the tropics and y'all can grow a lot of good stuff out there. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, we're going to have to experiment with some mushrooms or something up here, some microbes to make things grow a little bit better. But, like, let's keep this going.
For sure.
Sounds good. Challenge accepted.
How do you say bye? And not bye. What would you say
until
in
we
this
meet
party?
again.
How would, in your local
Language.
Yes.
Ahui ho.
Ahui ho.
Ho. Yeah, until we meet again. 'Cause
Ahui ho.
it's never goodbye. Hui means to group up again, and ho is again. So until we group again, until we meet again.
Ahui ho.
Ahui ho.
Oh, yo.
Let's go.